even yesterday I was in the lift, I had students inside, they were all looking at me and said, "Aren't you the MP?" I say, "Yeah, I'm the MP." People forget that as MPs, we are also humans and we are genuine people. So I do ask people, do you expect an MP to be serious and all that and aloof or distant? And they said yes. So they were surprised when they see me. And in fact, all MPs are humans too, and we all have our own personalities, and we're not that distant as you think. Hey, what's bussin'? Ask me anything. My name is Wan Rizal. I am 44 this year. No, I'm 45 this year. Oh my god, I feel so old. But anyway, I am the MP for Jalan Besar GRC. Teaching figure, yeah, I think I have a lot of people I look up to lah. But I think for me, I had this. So I was in secondary school, and I was in normal stream. So I was in school for like 5 years, right, secondary school. And throughout that 5 years, I had a form teacher, and the form teacher was Mr. Zainal Sapari. He was the MP for Pasir Ris Punggol GRC. I grew up with people not believing in me, and I also believe them. So I think I'm also very lucky. My parents are not the sort who say, "Oh, you must get A" and all that. They were very quite. I think they knew what to expect. They knew I was struggling. So for them, they always remind me, "Pas sudah," you know. But I would say that 5 years in secondary school, I think he was a good mentor. I learned a lot. One of them is of course that resilience. I've always been stubborn, but it's always a matter of changing the word stubborn to resilient. Many of my teachers didn't expect much from me. But I think Mr. Zainal saw something in me. I think he's the only one who told me that, you got a chance. First and foremost, I never knew I could study. Even when I did my diploma in PE, when I was about 25, 26, it was okay. I mean, I realized that I love the topics that I'm learning. I had an almost perfect GPA. Then like, for someone who has never gotten A's in his life, can you imagine how fantastic it was to see so many A's? And suddenly I realized, I can. That's how I ended up getting the bachelor's. Then the bachelor didn't feel complete because after I reached that stage, I asked myself, maybe can do a bit more. So I thought maybe can just try masters. So I applied, and they got back to me and they said that, they are offering me this course, but at the same time there is a route towards a PhD. And that means if you do this well enough, they will offer me PhD along the way. Me, a normal student, not much regard by many people, and suddenly I have this opportunity to do a PhD. Nothing was planned ahead. Sometimes you just trust the process and things will open up along the way. This is the question some of my students always ask also. Then I always say, is it really a race thing? But sometimes it's because of other factors, For one to be lazy, there could be factors that are pushing them towards that. I'll give you an example. How could someone be lazy? They're facing a tough period, and sometimes how they go through tough periods not fight back. I get inspired by many other Malays out there, and I am still inspired by many. So this laziness part is really individual, it's really circumstantial, and it's really unfair if you start to label people based on this. But it keeps me grounded, I really feel that this is really one avenue I can feel grounded. I'm teaching at Public Poly, as you know, and it's not about I'm inspiring them, but sometimes they inspire me. That kind of setting that you have in class. So every class to me is a wonderful class. I've never had a bad class in my life. And I always enjoy every lesson that I teach. That keeps me going. And I'm so afraid if I were to cut it off one day, I will miss it.